Hey y'all, hey. Gotta do that to get the lip gloss off. That extra that be making that little, the little white stuff on your lip. So make sure y'all do that, ladies. When y'all put that lip gloss on, okay? Put that lip gloss on and just get it off. That's how you get it off. Fellas, don't be getting nasty now on my page, okay? But y'all, your name and your address is about to change. I can feel it. I can feel it. Ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Hey, Shy. Hey, girl. Hey. So that's what we about to be talking about, y'all. Your name and your address is about to change, right? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let y'all come on in here, but this the story I didn't want to do. You said you so behind. What you behind on, girl? You gotta call me. Hey, Amanda, call me so we can catch up. We, we're supposed to catch up anyway on one thing, but listen, your name and your address is about to change. God ain't about to play with this right here in this season. And I told y'all the other day, I'm like, this right here is the message that I didn't want to do. Right? The other day, I was like, God told me to go read this. And I was like, God, get somebody else to do it. I ain't want to do it at all. But your name about to change, baby. Ooh. When I tell you, it's been lining up in synchronicities, and I will be out of the will of God to not be obedient to tell y'all that your name and your address is about to change, right? So even when I said I didn't want to do the message, I'm still getting synchronicities. And I'm going back looking at my videos and I see it's like I'm talking about the princesses, the princess movies and stuff, and you know how they have Beauty and the Beast. You know, the beauty gets her beast, or the princess gets the frog, or Cinderella gets her knight in shining armor. It's like this fairy tale love ending. So God been strategically aligning me to talk about it. Like, okay, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm gonna go around this way to get you to talk about it. So today I'm coming to y'all to talk about it. We going to Ruth, okay? We're gonna talk about Ruth and how God is going to change your name and your address, right? So we gonna start off first with Ruth 1, and this is gonna probably be a 2-part series because I'm just not gonna have enough time today to go through all of it. It's like 4 chapters in Ruth, but it'll probably be like 2-part series. But let's go ahead and get into it. So imagine you being born. Before you were born, you were strategically placed in the area, right? I don't. This could be for the men and women. It don't matter. But when Ruth's husband Boaz, when he was a little child, they were going through a famine, right? And his daddy decided to move to the countryside in order to get away because it was probably better for him, right? Him and his wife Naomi, they went to the countryside to raise their kids, and now he was able to be in a position to find his wife, right? But not only was this needed for Boaz, I mean, not for Boaz, her husband. I don't know what her husband's name was, but not only was this needed for him to meet her, but it was even more necessary for Ruth to be with his mother, even in his passing, right? Because when after she got married, Ruth got married, and you know the kids all grown up. Ruth grown up. Now they got married. He passed on. Naomi's husband passed on, and she have 2 daughter-in-laws. And so Naomi like, look, go find y'all a husband, and I'm about to go on and live my life over here being afflicted and in my pain and sorrow and feeling bad for myself because God done did me wrong. That's how Naomi was feeling, right? But Ruth was like, and I'm staying with you. I don't care. I don't care how my life gonna turn out, but I'm staying by your side. She like, look, I ain't having no more kids. She said, I can't have no sons for you so that you could get married, baby. Go on about your business. Go on to get you a husband. Go on. Like the other one did. You know, the other one, so the other one was like, okay. She left, but Ruth stayed with her mother in law, right? So we'll start at verse 6, right? When she heard in Moab, oh well, we already talked about that because she moved to the land. So now they had to move around because they were in another famine, right? So she moved around. Ruth went with her, and Ruth replied, "Don't urge me to leave you or turn back from you." So she was dedicated, loyal to following behind this woman, okay? Because I don't believe Ruth was even like part of their religion. She was something else. Okay, so where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Good morning, Tiana. Hey. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Oh, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, but be it ever so severely. So she willing to risk her own self and sacrifice her life to be by this lady's side, right? And that's where God do the blessing at, because he be knowing your heart. God know exactly where your heart is. And you be like, I don't even care about that type of stuff. You may not care about your last name changing. You may not care about if you ever meet somebody in life again. But Naomi already spoke the word over her. Them two came into agreement, and she said, go get your husband. But she's like, no, I'm going to stay right here with you. She didn't say she ain't with her husband, though, did she? So it says, verse 18, when Naomi realized that Ruth was determined to go with her, she stopped urging her. So now they about to go on about their mission, right? So the two women went on until they came to Bethlehem. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them. And the women exclaimed, can this be Naomi? So she said, don't call me Naomi because I'm in my affliction. Call me Mara. So Naomi returned to Moab, accompanied by Ruth, the Moabites, her daughter-in-law, arriving in Bethlehem as the barley harvest was beginning, right? Now, Naomi had a relative on her husband's side from the clan of Elimelech, a man of standing whose name was Boaz. And Ruth, the Moabites, said to Naomi, let me go to the fields and pick up the leftover grain behind anyone in whose eyes I find favor. So Naomi said to her, go ahead, my daughter. So she went out and began to glean in the fields behind the harvesters. She just working man of her business. She ain't thinking about nothing else but finding food for them to eat, right? And it says, as it turned out, she found herself working in a field belonging to Boaz, who was from the clan of Elimelech, right? Just then, Boaz arrived from Bethlehem and greeted the harvesters. The Lord be with you. So y'all might be greeted in this season by your kingdom spouse, whatever it is, your husband, wife, whoever, whatever who y'all looking for. All right, your name about to change for the women. And it says, just then, no, it said, the Lord bless you. They called back. Boaz asked the foreman of his harvesters, whose young woman is that? He like, who that over there? That little young, fine lad. Who that right there, Hoppo? So the foreman replied, she is the Moabite. She came back from Moab with Naomi. She said, please let me glean and gather among the sheaves behind the harvesters. She went in the field and has worked steadily from morning to now, except for a short rest in the shelter. So listen, while y'all over here doing y'all want to, getting your work on, and just focus on what you doing, your Boaz is looking at you, right? Your Boaz is looking at you from off in the distance like, who that over there? What they up to, right? And she working hard. She ain't paying them no mind. She thinking about really taking care of her mother-in-law. But it says, so Boaz said to Ruth, my daughter, listen to me. Don't go and glean in another field, and don't go away from here. Stay here with my servant girls. So he telling her off the rip, like, look, stay over here in my yard, because he already know what it's gonna be like. If another man lay eyes on her right here, she might be going somewhere else. But he like, no, you stay in my glean in my field. So That's what God is saying in this season. Get ready. Y'all got to get ready for your name to change, your address to change, whatever it is that you got to do that God put on your heart to prepare for this transition. It may not be right away. But baby, it's in the near future. And one thing that I know based off of God, the God that I serve, is that when you put yourself in position and alignment to be ready to receive those blessings come to you automatically. Just at that moment when God know you are ready to receive it. Sometimes it could come when you ain't ready too, just to show you could lose what you got if you're not ready to receive it, right? So go ahead and get ready and do what you got to do. But you got to be gleaning in your garden already. You got to be doing what you doing already. Being you, walking authentically true in yourself, and allow the person to see you. We ain't got to chase behind nobody. You know what I'm saying? She doing some work for him. She thinking she just doing something to help her and her mother-in-law. And here it is. God had it planned strategically all along for her original husband to pass on the past that she was at, that old place where it was famine and drought. And she had to get up and walk away from there and move to another land, right? She had to go to a more fruitful land that had food provided for her and her family. And that's where some of us just may have came out of. You may have been in a famine situation where you were with somebody that God had to dead that situation, right? And then you moved on, you moved on, and then you go on head to another city. Now you in that city, you willing to work and you willing to do what you got to do for you, and you know you got to make it happen because your husband gone. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it happen for you and mama-in-law. But then once you doing what you supposed to do, bam, he right there in your face. Bam, she right there in your face. That person just waiting on you. They looking at you. They watching you. They see you. You see them too, don't you? She probably had an idea. I believe she had a little inclination. That's probably why she went to Ruth, Naomi, and told her about it afterwards, right? But listen, it says, um, so he said, don't go glean in another field and don't go away from here. Stay here with my servant girls. Watch the field where the men are harvested and follow along the girls. After the girls, I have told the men not to touch you. He done told them, don't put your hands on that one right there. He done. Listen, you've been called out, and it sounds like you've been talked about in some couple rooms that you ain't been in. Oh my goodness, that's. He said, I already told the men not to touch you. So that means whoever you are waiting for a baby, they done already talked to you. What you think about her right there? That's mine right there. Don't touch that. I got my eye on that right there. Y'all know how they do. But anyway, let me get back to it. So it says, watch the field, and I told him don't touch you. And whenever you are thirsty, go and get a drink from the water jars that men have filled. After this, she bowed down with her face to the ground. She exclaimed, why have I found so much favor in your eyes that you notice me, a foreigner? She okay, so she caught off guard at this point, right? She like, why you noticing me? What I do so special? You know what I'm saying? All right, Boaz replied, I've been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband. So the humility that you carry and your humbleness, your gratitude, you helping other people, extending your hand of generosity to help other people that may be in need is what's getting you the recognition that you need in this season, right? It's getting you the recognition that you need to get the eye put on you, because you focus, you doing the right thing, you following your heart because you have a heart of God. And here it is, God shows up and put it on this man's heart to, first of all, God put it on her heart to even go to that field to begin with, to go to that city to begin with. So you see how it's strategically aligning in your life for you, even though it may not make sense. Because I'm quite sure when she was on that journey with her mother-in-law, she wasn't out seeking to see, I'm gonna meet Boaz when I get there. That ain't what she said. No, she was there on a mission to help her mother-in-law because she understood that this lady is a widow. She's older. She ain't got no spouse no more. And let me help her first. I'm going to put my own desires and needs to the side to be able to help who I love. You know what I mean? She was helping the person that she loved, which was her mother-in-law, which respectfully, okay, rightfully so. And that's what got her that recognition, to be seen at the right place at the right time. And that's why God always say, keep your lamp lit, because you never know when it might be your turn to get called to the stage. Thank you. My day been good, and yours? You never know when it's your time to take front stage, to take that stage front and center. You know what I'm saying? So if as long as you doing what you got to do and you walking upright, being obedient to God, baby, He is strategically putting it together, aligning everything for you, so that you will be able to walk into your destiny, so that you will be able to walk into the promises that God has placed on you, the desires of your heart. Cause see, it may be a desire of your heart, but at this moment, it might not even be on your mind. Like, if it is, it is. It ain't, it ain't. But your heart truly is desiring. You know what I'm saying? You needed this, okay? So yeah. So keep doing what you're supposed to do, y'all. And then it says, let's go to verse. All right. So verse 11, it said, Boaz replied, I've been told all about, hold on. I've been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband. How you left your father and mother and your homeland to come live with a people you did not know before. That take courage. To get up and walk away from your family, to walk away from your homeland, that takes a lot of courage and confidence. We're not gonna say it ain't pride, but it's confidence. You know how you have the Godfidence, okay? So the confidence that's on the inside of you is what is really sparkling. That's what the eye is catching, okay? It's the confidence that's inside of you. It's the how God exudes all over you. It's because see, when you walk in perfect love, it casts out all fear. So you're not even afraid to move forward on your journey. You're not afraid to go and take calculated risks to go to a different place, to get out of that old place that you was in, to move forward, to walk towards your path, because you know what's on your path, regardless of who ready to come with you. If they don't want to come with you, leave them behind. But as long as they on a mission with you, come on, let's go. But I got to go. I got somewhere to go. So it says, may the Lord repay you for what you have done. So now he blessing her. Okay, he done blessed a little bit. May you be richly rewarded by the Lord, the God of Israel. So under whose wings you have come to take refuge. Your reward is about to be rich in God. You see that? May you be richly rewarded by the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. May I continue to find favor in your eyes, my Lord, she said. You have given me comfort and have spoken kindly to your servant, though I do not have the standing of one of your servant girls. So he treating her real like she just above everybody else, right? She feeling like she average, and he looking at her like, no. he talking real nice to her. I know some of y'all be talking about how them dudes be talking reckless to y'all, but no, you don't want them type of dudes, right? You want the ones that's gonna talk nice to you, even if you in your low place, right? You want the one that you want God to really put that person together for you. You don't want to just uh, settle, right? You don't want to settle because you are anxious about what it is that you want so bad. That you want to be married, or you want to have this spouse in your life because you just see it's gonna be happily ever after. No, it requires work. Get on your job, get on your mission for God, and He gonna make sure He put the right people and spouses on your path. All right, so she thought she was average. He looking at her, talking to her like, you one of God's people. I'm gonna treat everybody the same. You know what I mean? You said, wow, this is confirmation. I was wondering if I was hearing correctly about God saying I'm getting ready to move from my hometown and changing my name legally because of mantle I carry. Yes, amen. I'm telling you, I tried not to do this story. I tried everything in me. I was supposed to do this like 2-3 days ago, and you here today too? Yes, honey, this for you. So it says, at mealtime, Boaz said to her, come over here. He invited her over for dinner with him, right? Have some bread and dip it in a wine vinegar. When she sat down with the harvesters, he offered her some roasted grain. She ate all she wanted and had some left over. As she got up to glean, Boaz gave orders to his men. Even if she gathers among the sheaves, don't embarrass her. He looking out for her like he going that extra mile, y'all. They going that extra mile for you. They like you for who you are, no matter what it is that you got going on with yourself. You the one, and y'all gonna be the two. As she got up to glean, Boaz gave orders to his men. Even if she gathers among the sheaves, don't embarrass her. Rather, pull out some stalks for her from the bundles and leave them for her to pick up. And don't rebuke her. Don't turn her away. Don't send her off without what she need. Give her more than enough. I'm about to. He was caking her. That's what you call caking. Like early on, he was he was really taking care of her up front. That's a real true gentleman that see that there's a need. He seen that she had a need, and how she was so graciously helping to feed her mother. He gave her more just because. No, he's like, no, 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 don't make her work extra hard. Don't make her glean. No, 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 don't make her glean extra harder. Give her what she need. Give her a whole some stalks, some whole stalks. Okay, so Ruth gleaned in the field until evening. Then she threshed the barley she gathered, and it amounted to the ephah, about an ephah. She carried it back to town, and her mother-in-law saw how much she gathered. Ruth also brought out what she, hold on. Ruth also brought out and gave what she had left over after she had eaten enough. So she had more than enough in her sack, and it was because he put that plate together, right? Boaz put that plate together. Well, God put the plate together, but Boaz set that up like, give her more than enough. And so she was able to feed other people after she was satisfied her hunger. Her mother-in-law asked her, where did you glean today? Like, oh, girl, where you been? Okay, well, don't come back with all this extra stuff. This ain't normally what you be picking when you out there. Hey. She said, where did you work? Blessed be the man who took notice of you, baby. Ooh, blessed is the man who take notice of y'all. All right, blessed is the woman who take notice of y'all. But it's really ordained by God. So it's gonna be a blessed union, right? It's gonna be a blessing for you, right? It's gonna help push you more down the path of your purpose. It says, then Ruth told her mother-in-law about the one at whose place she had been working. The name of the man I worked with today is Boaz, she said. The Lord bless him, Naomi said to her daughter-in-law. He has not stopped showing his kindness to the living and the dead. She added, that man is our close relative. He is one of our kinsmen redeemers. So this is just something that's in his heart too. You see how two pure hearts is coming together? Ruth had a pure heart to help her mother-in-law. Boaz had a pure heart to make sure that everybody was treated equal no matter what the situation was. You said Ruth carried herself according to the plan of God. Exactly. That's right. And that's how we have to do as women. You have to get in alignment with what God wants you to do, because he wants to strategically prepare you for the person he has for you. And same with the men, okay? Ain't nobody no different. But it says, then Ruth the Moabite said, he even said to me, stay with my workers until they finish harvesting all my grain. So he's saying for the rest of the season, you stay on over here until we get all this crop up, okay? But it says, Naomi said to Ruth, her daughter-in-law, it will be good for you, my daughter. She thinking about it now, like, yeah, that'll be good for you. Stay right there, all right? To go with his girls, because in someone else's field, you might be harmed. So it was really a protective thing as well, because being out there in the field, they must have knew how to sharecroppers or whatever have you, the people who was harvesting they land, they knew they wasn't all right. But since he was under the protection, she was under the protection of him, he was a part of their family. And the way everything had just been aligned, and where he opening up himself and just giving so freely to her, yeah, stay right there. That's it right there. That's the one. Ain't no red flags at all. Them all green flags. That's how like go. So Ruth stayed close to the servant girls of Boaz to glean until the barley and wheat harvests were finished. She lived with her mother-in-law. Now Ruth and Boaz on the threshing floor, right? One day Naomi, her mother-in-law, said to her, my daughter, should I not try to find a home for you where you will be well provided for? Is not Boaz, with whose servant girls you have been, a kinsman of ours? So she pushing her now, like, she telling her, like, okay, now you done found this man. He done showed you who he is. Maybe you ain't paying attention, but sweetie, when you gonna find you another place? When you gonna move out now? Okay. She done pushed her out the door, y'all. She like, tonight he will be winnowing barley on the threshing floor. Wash and perfume yourself. Get yourself together. Go on and fix yourself up. Get all cleaned up for him and put on your best clothes, okay? Put your best clothes on, y'all. Get ready for your Boaz on the what is it, on the threshing floor, right? Ruth delighted herself in the Lord and God gave her the desires of her heart. Yes, that's exactly what he did. He gave her the desires of her heart. Truly, you have I am. And it says, then go to the threshing floor. After she put on her best clothes, wash herself up, make herself smell good, and look appealing for him and everything, And I'm quite sure God had something to do with that too, because she fixed herself up in a way that he liked to see her. You know what I'm saying? But then go to the threshing floor. But don't let him know you are there until he has finished eating and drinking. Oh, Lord, she plotting. Wait till he get drunk. When he lies down, note the place where he is lying. Then go and uncover your feet and lie down. He will tell you what to do. Go lay at that man's feet. Go submit yourself to that man. I will do whatever you say, Ruth answered. So she went to the threshing floor and did everything her mother-in-law told her to do. So she knew it was about that time for her to go ahead and get that last name changed over, all right? And that address. When Boaz had finished eating and drinking and was in good spirits, so now she know he in good spirits because he had a little drink in him, right? He went over to lie down at the far end of the grain pile. Ruth approached quietly. She tiptoeing, y'all, on the marble floor. Ooh, tiptoeing on my marble floor. Okay, let me stop. All right, it says Ruth approached quietly, uncovered his feet, and lay down. In the middle of the night, something startled the man, and he turned and discovered a woman lying at his feet. She was being submissive to him. She right there waiting on him. Who are you? He asked. She said, I'm your servant Ruth. She said, I'm your servant Ruth. He said, spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a kinsman redeemer. And the Lord bless you, my daughter, he replied. Y'all, I can't even. God be funny. The jokes that be going on, oh my goodness, in my head, it's ridiculous. It say, the Lord bless you, my daughter, he replied. This kindness is greater than that which you showed earlier. So her being right there at his feet while he slept, showing that she was really genuinely concerned about him, especially in his maybe drunken state. I don't know how drunk he was, but after he had been drinking and she showing up there, she got his back. And it ain't even no commitment there. She just like, okay, I'm gonna do what you say. I'm gonna be faithful to you in the beginning, and that's what a lot of us got to focus on, how we can be faithful. Because if you are faithful in the now, and a person sees just how faithful you are to yourself, just how faithful you are to God, they are going to be more willing to be like, oh, that's the one. That's how they can say a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. They have to find you in that state already, that state of mind. You get what I'm saying? So they have to already find you practicing those habits. You can't say when I get married, I'ma change. Change is hard. Don't get it twisted. Change is really hard. So if you ain't starting to work on it and practicing and really trying to work on it wholeheartedly, you might not be ready. But if you know you've been working on practicing, maybe you need to practice in this season on how to become a wife, or how to act like you're a wife, or how to act like you're a husband. You know what I'm saying? When you walk around your house, put your little sundress on, clean up, cut some nice music on, and act like your husband is right there. Or if you a man, you know what I'm saying, when you go and clean up and take your trash out and do stuff, envision that your wife is already there. Just envision how the life gonna be when it's there. Start practicing. Start practicing doing stuff just because you want to do it, not because you feeling forced to do it, because we all adults. And doing daily household chores, paying bills and all that's adult stuff. That ain't being a good person. That's just adulting, right? So it's not about gender roles, who gonna do what, how what's gonna be done. No, that's some type of agreement each individual each individual couple is going to have to determine once they get into union, right? But you have to already be practicing that model now. Like, if you really want that to come into your life, don't be thinking about it from a bad, negative space, right? You want to come to it, you want to birth from a good place, a happy place. So, as you are practicing now with this smile on your face, the music playing, you're enjoying what you're doing for yourself. You're going to enjoy it even better when it's time to be a submissive wife, or when it's time for you to submit to God, man. You said 111. Oh, it's 111. Oh, 11:11. Oh, okay. It's 11 your time. Good teaching. Thank you. Yes, practice the good lifestyle early. Start walking it now. And if it's something that you don't like doing, you could start making a mental note of, okay, I don't like washing dishes. Okay, I do like washing clothes. Okay, I like ironing, but I don't really like vacuuming. You start understanding what it is that you like and don't like now. So that way, when it's time to have serious conversations, when you dating a person or courting a person, you're able to say what you want to say instead of sitting back looking all goofy, talking about, what's your favorite restaurant? Where you want to go eat at? I don't know. You don't know nothing. What do you know about yourself? That's what people want to know. What are you doing with yourself? Because if you ain't doing nothing for yourself, you ain't about to be clinging to me. You ain't about to be over here. Look, I still need my space now, okay? So you ain't about to be clobbering all over me and being, that's the, back up. Okay, let me get back to it, y'all. Yeah, be responsible in all aspects. Exactly. Everybody take accountability. It have adult communication about what roles will be taken care of by each person, because ain't no such thing as, oh, that's a woman's job to cook and clean up and a man's job to cut the grass. No, maybe some women like cutting grass. It ain't me, but it may be some woman out there that like cutting grass. That might be her form of exercise. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So it says, where we at? Where we at? So she showing herself faithful and loyal up front, no commitment, and he looking at this like, oh wow, you really is a true gem. You know what I'm saying? So he says, this kindness is greater than what you shown earlier. You have not run after the younger men. He like, you ain't even went after nobody else. You got your eye on me. You ain't want the men of that age bracket. You ain't want the ones of your age bracket. You want me. You coming out. You showing this to me. She said, cause you the boss. You the boss, babe. And I'll do whatever you say. Oh my goodness. I'm blushing, ain't I? No, I don't know. But okay, so it says, and now my daughter, don't be afraid. Oh, it says, you have not run after the younger men, whether rich or poor. She ain't going after nobody because they rich or poor or what have you. And it says, and now, my daughter, don't be afraid. I will do for you all you ask. He ready to give her the world. What? Look at what God can do. Oh, my goodness. Y'all is about to get the world. Y'all deserve the world. After all of the relationships that y'all went through that was just hell on wheels and tried to send you straight to the pits of hell, baby, you about to be redeemed, okay? May the redeemed of the Lord say so. You say you came with me. May the redeemed of the Lord say so, baby. You about to get all your true heart's desires. You can have whatever you like. All right, y'all. You can have whatever you like. You like. Hey. Okay, so listen. He said, I do for you all you ask. All my fellow townsmen know that you are a woman of noble character. So everybody in the town already know about you, baby. The word been traveling. We've been talking over here, and I'm like, yeah, I need to make that my star quality. Okay. Although it is true that I am near of kin, there is a kinsman redeemer nearer than I. So he knew his rightful position. He like, look, I got to give my rightful respects to the person who next in line to really receive you. But baby, I do want you, and ain't nobody else gonna get you. You ain't going nobody else's field. Now I got to wait for this man first, but I ain't about to let nobody else come between us. Okay, so it says, so she lay at his feet. Okay, no, wait. Da 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 da. Stay here for the night, and in the morning, if he wants to redeem, good, let him redeem. But if he's not willing, as surely as the Lord lives, I do it. Lie here until the morning. He like, look, don't go nowhere. If this man wants you, it is what it is. But if he don't want you, you mad. That's what she said to y'all too, fellas. Okay, don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so, right? So she lay at his feet until morning, but got up before anyone could be recognized. And he said, don't let it be known that a woman came to the threshing floor. So this was something that was forbidden. Although they didn't do nothing, it could appear as though they were in there doing something. You know, he had been drinking the night before. She ain't come out to the early morning dawn. You know what I'm saying? It's like coming home before the sun come up. You know what I'm saying? So she had to hurry and lead. Don't let nobody see you. Just sneak on out of here, tiptoe back across that marble floor. Oh yeah, she definitely was. Ruth was willing to follow a lead, and that's the thing about it too. We want to make sure that God ordains it, because if you gonna have a man lead you, women, this for y'all. If you gonna have a man lead you, make sure he's a leader. Make sure he have leadership qualities. Make sure he not looking to you, and you got to take control, and then you got to step outside of who you are as a woman, and then you got to go play his role for him. Men, the same with you. It just make sure that you not with a person that's the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So she has to be submissive, right? So you can lead. And if she trying to lead and you being submissive, y'all doing it wrong. But okay. He also said, bring me the shawl you are wearing and hold it out. When she did, he poured into it 6 measures of barley and put it on her. Oh, he put that thing on her. He sends her away not lacking nothing. Go ahead, baby. Go on back home and talk to mama and tell mama what I'm doing for you. He earned his bragging rights. A thing from the evil, from the appearance of evil. There are places for men and women. Exactly. Everybody got their position to play. Stay in your lane. Won't be no traffic, right? And it says, when she did so, he poured 6 measures of barley and put it on her. I'm going to put it on ya. Then he went back to town. When Ruth came to her mother-in-law, I could just imagine how she was when she went back to her mother-in-law. Oh my, how that conversation go, y'all? Let's see how that conversation went. She like, how did it go, my daughter? Then she told her everything Boaz had done for her and added, and he gave me these 6 measures of barley, saying, don't go back to your mother-in-law empty-handed. A true gentleman? Oh, you know he went in the favor of Naomi too. Nah, she like, what? Okay. She coming back and she told her every single detail. I did what you told me to do, and guess what happened? Oh my goodness. So then Naomi said, okay, wait, it says, then Naomi said, wait, my daughter, until you find out what happens. For the man will not rest until the matter is settled today. Whoever y'all waiting, whoever is coming into y'all life, they not gonna rest until the matter is settled. They're not gonna rest until they come into union with you. So even if it don't appear to be right away, it's not gonna be no rest until the whole union take place, baby. Until the heavens can rejoice about y'all coming together, right? Um, so it's gonna happen. Don't worry about that part. It's gonna happen. Meanwhile, we could do chapter 4 real quick, y'all. It's only we can do chapter 4. So it says, meanwhile, Boaz went up to the town gate and sat there. When the kinsman redeemer he had mentioned came along, Boaz said, come over here, my friend, and sit down. So he went over and sat down. Boaz took 10 of the elders of the town and said, sit here. And they did so. Then he said to the kinsman redeemer, Naomi, who has come back from Moab, is selling a piece of land that belongs to her brother Amalek. And I thought I should bring the matter to your attention and suggest that you buy it in the presence of these seated here, in the presence of the elders of my people. So he's kind of like, hey, I want to bring this to your attention. Like, here, you want it? He ain't even acting like he I guess he trying to play it cool and smooth. You know what I'm saying? So he got to. You can't seem like thirsty now. You know what I'm saying? But it say, if you will redeem it, do so. But if you will not, tell me so I will know. For no one has the right to do it except you, and I'm next in line. So he knew his position, and he planned it well. I will redeem it, he said. Then Boaz said, on the day you buy the land from Naomi and from Ruth the Moabites, you acquire the dead man's widow in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property. So that means if all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for waiting for me. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Okay, so in order for the cousin to get the wife Ruth, he had to also take the mother-in-law, like they was a package deal. You feel what I'm saying? So um and that may be like that for some of y'all if y'all got children or something. Y'all a package deal. Whatever coming with you is a package deal, okay? Whoever coming with you is a package deal. And it says, at this, the kinsman redeemer said, then I cannot redeem it because I might endanger my own estate. You redeem it yourself. I can't do it. So he like, oh no, I'll take the woman, but I can't take the mother-in-law too, because I can't keep their name alive. It's gonna hurt my reputation. That's what he pretty much saying. So he like, you do it. You go ahead and do it. Blessings to you too, Jayla. And verse 7, it says, now, in earlier times in Israel, for the redemption and transfer of property to become final, one party took off his sandal and gave it to the other. This was the method of legalizing transactions in Israel. So the kinsman redeemer said to Boaz, buy it yourself. And he removed his sandal. Then Boaz announced to the elders and all the people, today you are witnesses that I have brought from Naomi all the property of Elimelech, Kilion, and Mahlon. I have also required Ruth, the Moabites, Mahlon's wife, as my wife in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property, so that his name will not disappear from among his family or from the town's records. Today, you are witnesses. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Yeah, yeah. Anniversary. So today was a special day, not just any day. That's what they were singing, right? Because today their anniversary. It's a special day for them. So then the elders and all those at the gate said, we are witnesses. May the Lord make the woman who was coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the house of Israel. May you have standing in an effort and be famous in Bethlehem. So when I look at this and it says, may the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah. So you like two women put together into one who is coming together to build up the house of Israel. Y'all is on an assignment. Y'all on a mission. This is your time. Listen, it's your time. This, you can't even be compared to, okay? The people all around you is not even adding up. It take two. It takes the Rachel and the Leah in order to add up to what you about to do as this man's wife. Okay, I take that. Y'all gonna take that? Y'all, this for y'all? So it say, may you have standing and be famous in Bethlehem. So, wait, I just caught that, y'all. Oh my goodness. It says, okay, let's read that again. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the house of Israel, right? And then it say, may you have standing in Ephrathah and be famous in Bethlehem. Oh my goodness, God about to put y'all on the map, y'all. God about to do it. God about to do it. Oh, let me tell you. Y'all about to be known throughout the land. You about to be famous, y'all. This union is really God ordained. And I really believe it's like because God wants the unions to come together because the devil loves discord and he don't like unity. So he tries to tear the family structure apart. But baby, when it's ordained by God and you really are faithful and you following what God is telling you to do in your life, and here it is on the other side, this other person that you waiting on, that you don't even know you waiting on, that you expected, but you don't know you expecting it. Baby, y'all both in alignment because what you doing, they doing on the other side because y'all are supposed to be together. It is ordained by God. And now y'all are both submissive. Y'all are to God, right? Y'all are both obedient to God, and God is rejoicing, and he is going to make your name famous because you are being obedient. Do you know how hard it is for people to get to that place without settling? Oh my goodness. Do you know how hard it is for people to do anything, get any type of birthright from God without settling for their complacency? Oh my good God about to make, listen, y'all better say it pretty, y'all. Hey, how you so? Listen, y'all about to be famous in Bethlehem through the offspring the Lord gives you by this young woman. May your family be like that of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah. Mm, mm, mm. Your name about to be great. Your name is about to change. Your address about to change, baby. You about to be gleaning in the field that you're supposed to be in. And that's why you had to take this journey. That's why you had to walk away from that land of famine, that place that was just a drought for you in your life, that season where you just felt like, what is the purpose of being here? That was the whole reason. Like, it was divinely orchestrated. And these might have been people that tried to count you out, baby. They might have left you for dead on the roadside and thought you was going to still be there. But, baby, you gleaning in a whole nother field. Proudly, okay? And you taking note from mama-in-law, like, look, okay, go lay on that threshing floor right there with that, do what I say, and it's going to come to pass. Because, see, God had been working through Naomi as well, right? To give her the instructions to tell Ruth what to do. So it's going to be people that's coming around you to confirm that this is supposed to take place. And then it's going to be people, but you got to discern the spirit, y'all. Do the fruits of the spirit. It's going to be people around you that is going to confirm, and they're going to guide you, that's going to help you get to where you got to be so you can stay in alignment. This is like that critical point where you could drive down the road, you could swerve a little bit, as long as you stay in the lines. But baby, when you bag up into that parking space, it better be with some precision. It better be with it. Just take your time a little bit. You got to look in out your rear view mirrors. You got to look out the side mirrors. You got to pay attention so you don't hit nobody else's cars when you trying to back into that parking spot. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you riding down the road to get there, the coast is clear. But now it takes some strategic alignment now that you in that place to keep you in position. So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. Then he went to her, and the Lord enabled her to conceive. Y'all about to have some kids out here? Who about to have some kids out here, y'all? Y'all about to have some babies? Ooh. Y'all better wait till he said when she became his wife. So y'all better wait, y'all. Oh my goodness. That sounds like okay. And she gave birth to a son. The women said to Naomi, "Praise be to the Lord, who this day has not left you without a kinsman redeemer. So Naomi was even like in her affliction. She was drowned in her affliction. She talking about, woe is me, Lord. I'm afflicted. You done did me wrong. And I done lost my husband. I don't know how I'm going to live the rest of my days out. And she was part of the package plan too. She was a part of the family. She was able to still be taken care of. What person in their old age want to be still trying to figure out how they going to make it after they spouse passed away, right? But because Ruth had it on her heart to make sure that she's taken care of, okay? She getting back everything that she put out there, right? She's reaping her blessings at the same time. Ooh wee. So may he become famous. Now, y'all, it say it again. It say, praise be to the Lord who this day has not left you without a kinsman redeemer. May he become famous throughout Israel. Maybe some of y'all husbands is about to be famous. Ooh. It said because he become famous. So maybe he is, maybe he about to be, I don't know. But God is ordaining it so that y'all can really prosper and shine for the will of God, because this is what people need to see, that God is really real, not just through what we say, but through the lifestyle we live and the blessings that we reap as a part of being obedient. Oh my goodness. Right, she was still there for others. Yes. Whew, y'all. Okay, can I get an invite to y'all wedding? I ain't trying to be famous or nothing. I just want to invite to the wedding, okay? Because we here talking about this right now. Because y'all going some places. Yes, you say y'all can get an invite to the wedding. Yes, I'm there, honey, okay? And then it says, and then when somebody come up against y'all and be like, do we got anybody that's up against it? I'm standing there with my peace be still, like, who got something to say? Who got something to say about this? Because God ordained this for y'all. I'm gonna have my peace be still on me, waiting for somebody to stand up on y'all, okay? Not today, Satan. You won't have this union over here. Okay, so it says, may he become famous throughout Israel. He will renew your life and sustain you in your old age. So even Ruth is being sustained at her old, Naomi is being sustained at her old age. For your daughter-in-law who loves you and who is better to you than 7 sons has given him birth. So Ruth was better to Naomi than 7 sons. So imagine if you got kids and just think about all of them playing a specific role where they all have a good quality. That's 7 different qualities. But she better than 7 sons? Yes, she is, because she took that lady in regardless. Y'all know some of y'all. Now listen, y'all know some of y'all don't be liking your mama-in-laws, right? You know some of y'all be finding a reason to be mad at your mama-in-laws. Y'all better learn how to deal with mama-in-law, okay? Okay. All right now. For your daughter-in-law who loves you and who is better to you than 7 sons has given him birth. Then Naomi took the child, laid him in her lap, and cared for him. The women living there said, Naomi has a son, and they named him Obed. He was the father of Jesse, the father of David. This, then, is the family line of Perez. So, yes, y'all. You said you needed to hear this morning, confirmation. All right, hallelujah. Y'all, whatever y'all been doing, bravo. Keep up the good work. This is your season. This is your timing. Stay in alignment. Stay prepared. Keep doing what God has been telling you to do. You said I'm invited. Thank you so much. I'm there, baby. I got your back. I'm there to see this go down, because this got to be one for the books, all right? We got to let the world know, listen, what God puts together, let no man put asunder. Y'all. All this fairy tale talk, all of this princess movie talk this week, that was really worth it. You know what? I'm kind of upset at myself, but I'm gonna be cool with myself. that I tried to overlook that. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about it. But you know what? Here y'all is saying y'all needed that. Lord, thank you for me being obedient today. Crying, God, so good. You have confirmed so much. Oh my goodness. Yes. And that's what you want in this season. You want to be treated like a princess, a queen, or what have you, whatever y'all relate to. It's time for that. Y'all done worked hard enough. Y'all had to play both mama and daddy raising kids. You had to take on so many roles to get out here and do everything by yourself. And God was sitting up there like, I just know your heart, but baby, it's just a process. It's coming. Keep the faith. And what y'all do? Y'all kept the faith. His promises are yes and amen. Yes. Oh, truly, you will know. Yes. And that's the thing about it. I don't want nobody to get it twisted, because when God really sends that person, it's gonna be a knowing in your spirits. Both of y'all gonna have a knowing. It's not gonna be no one-sided knowing where somebody be talking about, God told me you my wife. No, heck he didn't. Who is you? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a knowing that it's like a interconnectedness, because just know it's gonna be a knowing on both parts. Like, God ain't strategically aligned the whole setup to take place for y'all to meet up with each other and not realize this the one? Is this the one? Anything of confusion that's coming from the enemy, okay? Anything of confusion is coming from the enemy. Yes, a godly connection. Just stay steadfast. Don't settle for your own desires. Listen, don't go ringing the devil's doorbell downstairs. Just stay in alignment with God. Okay? Be obedient. Follow what he's telling you to do, even when it don't feel right. And that's a confirmation for me as well. Like, I didn't want to do it. It didn't feel right, but it needed to be done. And I know that God can sometimes say, if you ain't gonna do what somebody else will, but why, when I'm a willing vessel, I'm capable to do it. Why wouldn't I want to do it for God? You know what I mean? So, and the way he went about it to keep having me talk about things like that, the princesses and all of this stuff, it's just such a confirmation to know that it's strategically aligned for this moment right here. You said you waited 25 years. You waited for 25 years for your husband, baby. Say, if you can wait 25 years, you can wait till God come, right? You can wait. Just make sure that y'all are walking in your rightful positions, men and women alike. Make sure you are playing the role that you are supposed to play as the head of the household and the wife of the household. Like, y'all really got to make sure it's in God. And that's not to say that y'all not going to have hiccups along the way, right? But it's going to be divine. It ain't gonna be like any of them other relationships that you was in from the family. That was from a place of lack. You see what it said on in here? Y'all about to be famous. When God put it together, baby, it's gonna flourish. It ain't gonna be no famine. Ain't nothing about it, or ain't nothing about it gonna be like. Matter of fact, before I even tell you what I'm about to do with you, baby, take this over here to your family. Go feed your family. Go get yourself together and get it together for you. Take care of the past due stuff that you got that you need to get it right. Right? I'm gonna take care of you from here on out. I got you. And that's even obedience to, it's for God to put that on somebody's heart, and then for them that person to really play that out and bless her like that, like he did, blessing her with so much more. And she even had a heart of generosity where she gave to other people once she was full. She didn't try to hoard it for herself. We just talked about this yesterday. She didn't try to hoard it for herself, and that's what God knows about you. He knows that you have a heart of generosity. Ooh, he know that your spouse got a heart of generosity, and that's why it needs to come together right this. You have reached a certain point in your life where on your journey, on your path, where now it's time for the two to become one. Yes. You might not wait 25 years, but trust the process. Yes, obedience is better than sacrifice. You said the same thing this morning. Yeah, it's gotta ghost everyone. Exactly. Leave that place of famine. It's nothing back there for you. And another thing too is that the Bible even says that you're supposed to leave your mother and father and cleave to your spouse, right? So go see everybody, get your stuff together, and come back. Do what you gotta do. But that heart of generosity, the heart that you have inside of you, it's your payoff season. You ain't always going to war and all of that for God and just fighting on the battlefield. And no, 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 no. This is your time for harvest. What was they doing? She was picking up the harvest. All of the hard work that you've been putting in, it's time to pick up the harvest and enjoy the harvest of your labor. Oh my goodness. You are enjoying the harvest of your labor. And look at how God set it up to be so sweet where she really didn't have to do a lot of work, because once she was recognized by Boaz, here it is. She over there gleaning with his maid servants and stuff. And he like, no, I already told my men to put a little extra up for you. She ain't even got to work hard. Imagine her being in the wrong place at the right time, and she had to go work harder. This season, we working smarter, baby. We ain't working harder. We following what God is telling us, because he gonna make us really, like that. You know how you say when a diamond goes through the rough, right? And you come out and you can go through the fire with God, and you'll come out looking like nothing ever happened. Right? God gonna keep you and preserve you. He gonna have you looking still shining. Okay? Shine bright like a diamond. Y'all, oh my goodness. I am so excited for y'all. I'm so excited for me. Heck, I don't know, but don't shut her down because she preaching real good. You gonna reap where you didn't sow. You don't, yeah. So that's all I got for y'all today. God commands, creator. Yes, that's what I got for y'all. I'm excited for y'all. Y'all should be excited. It's 14 people in here and I got 6 likes. Is this confirmation to y'all? Or is y'all like part of they famine, they past, and y'all just sitting there watching with y'all lips puckered out? They getting they blessing. They about to get what God said. Or is you over here like, yes, this my season, this my time. I'm about to do what I'm about to do. I'm about to stay in position. I'm about to start walking around my house, and I'm about to put on my little pretty dress, and I'm about to just start clean up a little. Everything gonna be done with a smile, with joy, right? With a happiness. Everything is gonna be done from this point out. If you are not already practicing that, everything that you do around your whole entire environment should be done in happiness. I mean, this is the prayer that you've been asking for, right? This is the desire of your heart. So act like you are excited to be in that position, and that's where the gratitude will come into play, because once we step out of that gratitude place where we waiting for the next best thing, we're gonna always be looking for something else and we never be satisfied. But this is truly what your heart has been desiring. Your heart knows what you need. Your flesh only knows what you want. Yes. No image. So powerful. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you too, Wayne's World. So that's what I got for y'all today. This weekend, everything y'all do, y'all just smile and just don't let nobody take y'all out of that space where y'all just like, Don't be daydreaming on it. Hope the fur gonna make the heart grow fine. But just have a little visualization time where you thinking about it like, oh, okay, yeah, let me get back to work. Let me get busy now. Let me go back and glean in the field so that I could be ready and keep my lamp lit when that time arrives, right? You want to keep your lamp lit at all times. You don't want to have to be the one to go out and soon as the person come up. Who was that story when they came with the bridesmaids, the ladies, the women? As soon as the men was coming and it was time for them they lamp wasn't lit. They ain't have enough oil. And they like, can we get some of your oil? And them girls was like, you ain't getting none of this man here. And I've been saving my oil. I was doing what I had to do to keep my lamp lit. And now you want me to share something with you because you wasn't being obedient and you ain't bring no extra. Go to that store down the road. And miss the opportunity. Don't miss your opportunity, y'all. Don't miss it. This is your time. You worked hard for this. It is time to gather all the harvest from the field that you've been planting your seeds in. This is that time. So get ready to change your name. Get ready to change your address. This is your season. All right? I love all of y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you subscribe to the channel, welcome to the Royal Family. I do appreciate y'all. If you need one-on-one, and you just looking for some guidance, or you just need a little push in the right direction, some motivation, inspiration, reach out to me, missrayacademy@gmail.com. I will put it in the description box below when this video is over. But stay in alignment. Stay in position. He see you. He been talking. She see you. She been talking. She been watching. Everybody know what it is. What it is, yo. Oh, what's up? Okay, so let me stop. But yeah, just keep gleaning in your field. Keep pressing toward the mark of the high calling. And God is definitely gonna show out for you, on you. He gonna show out, okay? Like Boaz put it on him. God had to bless Boaz even to a position to even put it on her, okay? You talk about divine alignment, y'all. What it is, yo. What's up? Stay in alignment. Stay in whatever it is that you have to do. If you got to focus on learning what it's gonna take for you, go to God and say, you know what, Lord, make sure that I'm prepared for this. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can get closer to that time, you can be like, oh, I'm scared. I don't know. Am I ready? God gonna let you know you're ready. But just go to God and just be thankful that this time is here for you. Oh my goodness. All you got to do is prepare. Like I said before, all you got to do is prepare yourself. Until next time, God is going to do great things for you. I see you giving a testimony. Oh, thank you. Praise the Lord. I receive it. I receive it. Girl, we going to be over here famous together, huh? We going to, listen, we going to have a double wedding, honey. Me and you going to have a double wedding. And we gonna be ready for them people that stand up. What? No, just kidding. But you gonna invite me to the wedding though. Invite me to yours. I love y'all with the love of God. I gotta go. I gotta get my weekend started. Cause what I say, do you know what today is? On this day in a year, it'll be your anniversary. Don't bring a poor spirit into your marriage and life. Amen. Because it'll end just as fast. It'll end just as fast as it starts. What is that scripture that said, it's better for a man to sleep on the rooftop? Let me see. It's better. Y'all know that scripture? If y'all do, tell me. Praise the Proverbs 2:21-9. So this says Proverbs 21:9. I'm looking at all of these different versions. We'll do the NIV. And it says, better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. The NLT say, it's better to live alone in the corner of an attic than with a quarrelsome wife in a lovely home. The home look good, but the spirits ain't right. Don't nobody want to step, see, and I believe that's why a lot of people are afraid to get married because the attitude's got to go. The ego's got to go. It's got to be pure submission. It's got to be pure, genuine leadership. Don't fumble this bag, y'all. Don't fumble this bag. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think the whole Proverbs 21 is talking about that. I believe if you go and read the whole Proverbs 21, come back and do that another time though. But yeah, and that's why we got to walk in that peace, that love, that pass all understanding, all of that, y'all. It, that was all part of the journey for us to end up here, because it's time for you to go into part two, the remix of your purpose, and it's about to be reloaded. Okay, I'm reloaded. God go put the two together. Oh my goodness. Yes, you said great teaching and commentary. God had to change you, period. Yes, God, definitely. And just look at the benefit and the good of every relationship in the past. Don't take them relationships as, oh, they did this to me. No, look at what you learned. Look at the lesson behind it. Look at something that you could have even learned from being in that relationship in the past, if you choose to still talk about it, right? Just look at something that you actually learned and you could take with you for the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else was just practice for you to get to that real deal moment, right? So now I'm gonna take what I learned over here, and baby, I'm gonna give it to you. All that. All that. You said your character was so messed up you wasn't ready for marriage. Yeah, that's that season that God got to sit you to the side and be like, come on, let's get that flesh up out of you. You said y'all are invited to my wedding at the zoo. At the zoo. Okay, girl. I'm going to come out in my wedding dress riding on the elephant. Oh, girl, you better say that. Girl, you better say that, honey. Make it real fancy with your Egyptian outfit on and everything. You got the, I can see the little thing they put on their head that be dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna get the camel, okay? The bridesmaids can be on the camels and you could be on that elephant, and it's like a little desert royalty type thing, girl. I'm with you. You said when you get that man, you can't be the old you. No, you baby, you better not be the, well, no. You better be the you is now. You better be stepping into another you, because you want to get to that level where they at. You don't want to the Indian way. Yeah, that sounds real spicy. Like she said, a whole elephant, baby. I ain't even thinking that. I was thinking of like Jamaica, maybe with the elephants to go riding. But she talk about coming out on the elephant, girl. I know that's right. New and approved. You said you just joking about the elephants, girl. That was a whole good little thing for a wedding. What you mean you just kidding? I love y'all. Listen, take this time, bask in the moment, and just take it all in and be excited. Like show God that you are happy that this is coming in for you. When the praises go up, the blessings come down. So it's like it's here. Now it's time for you to pull it out that atmosphere and bring it into this realm. Just pull it on down, right? Just pull it on into this atmosphere. And it's when the praises go up, the blessings come down. Oh my goodness. And don't move too fast either, y'all. Let God still work his perfect timing. But just know it's here. So if you got to do a little back and forth with your boo thing and your two thing, hey, do that. But you not about to be playing, and if it ain't really that time, if you know who it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let me get out of here. I gotta go. I got some other stuff to do. And it's 1 o'clock. I gotta go. All right. I love y'all with the love of God. I'll see y'all later. I don't know. I'm gonna try to come on here later when I'm done taking care of my business, or I'll see y'all Sunday. I love you. Happy Sabbath for tomorrow too. Let's grow.